back to my channel. Sorry for the really poor angle, but my name is Con and I'm a 4th year optometry student now, which is honestly so insane to say. Time flew by so fast. If you guys have been watching since day one, let me know in the comments. Today's going to be a day in the life of a optometry student heading into her rotation. My first rotation is an ocular disease site. I wanted to take you guys with me, so let's go ahead and get started. So this video is actually sponsored by Zebra Pen. I'm honestly blown away and over the moon right now that they would want to work with me. My dream has always been to work with a stationery company, and so for them to reach out and want to work with little me, like, guys, we made it. I'm just kidding. I want to talk about their Steel F701 pen. I love how sleek and stylish it is. Like, look at this. And it has a nice weight to it without being like too light or heavy. It just feels really firm in your hand. And let's write hi. And look how nice it writes. It has a very fine point and it feels so nice. Good morning, everyone. It is 6:30 in the morning. I'm dressed up. I'm wearing a jacket and these blue scrubs, and I'm about to head out and ready to go. Okay, so for breakfast, I'm eating a Cliff Bar and also just a water. And then we're heading to our clinic site right now. Alright, so it's that time of the semester where I kind of break my back trying to carry everything in and out of the clinic. So we always start our morning with either a seminar or some type of lectures, and today I'm using my Zebra 701 pen to take notes. So to kind of avoid confusion, we are introducing ourselves as doctor instead of our student doctor title. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this outside my door, so yeah. Hey guys, so we're between patients right now and Courtney's my floater buddy.
Hey there.
Hey Courtney, how are you? How are you today?
You know, we're making it.
What you doing?
Just hanging out with my new pen.
Alright, done with clinic. How was your day, Nadine?
It was good. It was good. I saw some pretty cool things. I saw a wrinkled IOL, and I saw an intact in a person's eye, and I didn't know what it looked like beforehand. And he didn't know he had an intact done on him. So it was interesting.
So you both didn't know?
We didn't, because he was just like, I had surgery or had something done on my eye, but he didn't know what. And then we thought maybe it was like a cross-linking because he had keratoconus, and then we looked, and it turned out it was something round, and we looked it up, and it was an intact. So now I know. I won't mess that up.
How are you liking the rotation so far?
I like it a lot. It's fun. It's easier working in pairs right now. Tomorrow will be like our first day being alone, but I'm excited.
So our first week we're like with partners, and then the next week we're by ourselves.
Yeah.
So yeah. So because I feel like this video has zero educational aspect to it, and I wanted to have you guys gain something from this, I'm gonna go ahead and go to an office, and then I wanted to show you a little bit about how I plan for a rotation and how I plan for a clinic. So let's go ahead and do that. What I've been doing in clinic is I've been having these tiny little notepads. Honestly, any notepad would do. I just found these on Amazon and they were really cheap. I think they were like $5 for all 3, and they were pretty cute, so I got them. This is my contact lens one. This one is for my ocular disease, and this one's for my family practice. I definitely need to find my tripod because I'm balancing you guys on a pencil case and it's crooked and it's kind of bothering me, but it's okay, we'll work with it. So let's go ahead, and I want to share with you guys what I usually put in my cheat sheet. And of course, because it's a cheat sheet, you can put whatever tailors to you, but I'll give you like a really quick idea of what you can put in yours. So it really depends on the patient. So if the patient comes in for a vision problem, whether it's blurry vision or whatever, you'll treat it differently than a patient who comes in with a red eye or a patient that comes in for a contact lens exam. So what I have for my primary care patients, which is usually like the straightforward ones, I usually just have the steps. So, you know, the case history, what they came in for, corresponding questions, your Q photos, you know, the frequency, onset, location, all those things. I usually have my journal out in front of my computer like this, so if I were to really need to look at the sheet, I can just glance over it really quickly. But honestly, once you get the hang of it, the questions will come naturally to you, and you want to ask questions because you're genuinely trying to figure it out, not because you're trying to check off the list. Then for my steps, I have my prelims, what things I need to do, check it off one by one, refractions, slit lamp, anterior seg, posterior seg, and I also write when I want to check it with my attending and all those things as well. Next, I have the normal values and normal findings, so what you would write if you see the lens that is clear, cornea, the vitreous, and what you would write if you see pathogenic findings. So how would you describe a cataract, whether it's a posterior subcapsular cataract or a nuclear sclerotic cataract? So different ways you want to describe it, whether it's a lid lesion, a red eye, how would you present it to your attending, and how would you put it in your chart so that it looks good. Next, you have the plan assessment, and those are different depending on the type of patients that come in, and also, you want to add in different things that they came for, what you educated them on, and what you're going to do with them next year. Whether it's repeat a test next year or have them come back in a year for annual comprehensive examination, whatever it is, you add it on there so the next person, when they check your chart, they'll see it. Some additional things you can add in as well are, lens material, how you would describe different type of lens to your patients, the type of glasses that you recommend, bifocals, progressives, and why they should choose what they choose. And then the coding is really important, whether they are a new patient, comprehensive patient, different type of numbering that you would need. And then next, I have contact lens. Again, it's different. The steps are different depending on the type of patients that you are encountering, whether they're first time fitting, contact lens follow-up, progress report visits, and all those things. I have different pages on what I would do for every single patient, and usually you know what they're there for. It usually says on their chart what they're there for that day, so you can just have the page open and ready for that patient. What's different about contact lens is that you have to add in different ways you want to describe the contact lens fit, so whether it's movement, concentration, push-up resistance, and over refraction. So you want to add those in there as well, and they're different for scleros and GPs and soft contact lens. So it's nice to have all of those in your cheat sheets, so whatever you're doing, you can just open it and then find it. So the times you just memorize it and you don't have to look, but sometimes we don't see that many GPs and many scleros, and it could be weeks before you see a sclero again, and so that might not be something that you just have refreshed on your brain, so you can just look at it really quickly and describe it, and then when you present it to your attending, you would know what to say and you won't look incompetent. And so for a pathology patient, that's different. The case history is going to be ridiculously more detailed than a normal patient. You really want to make sure that you know everything they're there for, their background and everything. For path, you don't have to do all the prelims, so write down the prelims that you need for specific things, and then testing for different patients. You want to do a visual field on someone who came in with a red eye, so write down what you need to do for every single thing. And then for my path, I usually write the common norm values. That's really important for pathology, especially with hypertension, what stage they're in, diabetic retinopathy, what kind of stage they're in, if they have proliferation or not, how would you describe it, and all those things. And then I also put common medications that we prescribe to our patients and their taper schedule and all those things that I can glance at really quickly before I present to my attending. And of course, before you start any clinic, you're going to have an orientation with your attending, and they'll tell you what they expect from you, what exams they want you to do. Every attending is going to be different. Attendings don't care that you have a crazy detailed chart. Some attendings don't want to read an entire paragraph that can be shortened in one sentence. So it really depends on your attending, but usually most of them are going to accept basically the same thing. So just go ahead and write down what you would write for an average person, then tailor it to the type of attending that you have.
So we're at a second car dealership, and then we put in Nadine's nice BMW, and the guy was like, what did he say? He was like,
Are you gonna trade in the BMW?
yeah. He was like, oh, I was like, I'm looking for a Honda, blah, blah, blah. And then he was like, oh, did you want us to fit in your BMW for the Honda?
Alright, so I'm gonna curl my hair, and Nadine showed me this curling iron that looks, or I guess it's a straightener and a curling iron at the same time. I'm not really sure how this is gonna work, but we'll try it. Alright, I just did it and it looks pretty good. And I'm not gonna lie, I think I spent like 6 minutes on this. So yeah. Alright guys, so I'm gonna end my night watching a few shows, some YouTube video, and then grab some dinner again. So I hope you guys have an amazing day. Go ahead and thumbs up, like the video, and subscribe for more content. Bye guys!